Hi, this is Angie at jonesing2create.com, and today I'm going to cover how I made my daughter's cat costume. So the best thing I found was this furry vest, and I was able to pick it up at Goodwill for about $2. A coat would work really well too, just something that has a fur on it. That way you don't have to buy the fur, you don't have to sew the fur. This was an adult-sized vest, and she's little. So what I did is I just simply cut the bottom of the vest off. So I cut probably about like a 4-inch strip off the bottom, and then I just folded it over and sewed it. The nice thing about furry material is that it hides a lot, and so it doesn't have to look all that pretty, and it will still look fine. So I went ahead and cut the vest off, and then I used the leftover stuff to make the tail, and I'll show that to you right now. So the tail was just a big strip, which was perfect because that's basically, the strip that I cut off worked perfect for the tail. So what I did is I just put the fur together, sewed it down, and then I turned it inside or right side out so the fur was on the outside. It makes a really easy tail. It's a long skinny tube, so it was a little hard to turn inside out or right side out. And so I have a huge knitting needle, and then I was able to kind of cram it up, and I used the dull end, not the sharp end, and I was able to push it out to the end. To attach it, I just went ahead and sewed it to an elastic band, and that's really easy for her to put on. It stays put and it stays on. She loves pink, and so I added a little bow to the end because yeah, she kind of insists on pink. So that's the tail. It was really easy to do. When I sewed it on, I just kind of flapped over a little excess and sewed it here, and it was really easy to do. I also made, with the leftovers, I made a her cat ears. And so what I did is, this is just a headband, and these actually can slide on and off. And so what I did is I just went online, found a little cat ear template, and cut them out. This inside here is an old felted sweater, and I really love the texture of felt. You can look on my website to find out how to felt a sweater, and so that's the inside, and then the outside is some of the leftover fur. And so I cut both of the little triangles out. I flipped them, so that the outsides were facing, seamed it, turned it inside out, and then what I did is when I sewed it on the bottom, I just left a little hole and a little hole there, and then I sewed along here, and then that way that created kind of like a little tube that I could just put that in, and I can adjust it as needed. If you want to glue it in there, you can too, but this made it really easy. That way if this headband breaks, I just pull these off and I can stick another headband in there. And then I went ahead and I sewed, hand stitched the ribbons on there, and then glued a rhinestone on her because I knew that she liked the bows. So the ears weren't too bad to make. They're pretty easy, and then I was able just to use the leftover. I also made her a cat collar because, well, she's a cat, she needs to have a collar. And this one was really easy. I just took some of the thin elastic, put the beads on, and put the bell on it, and that was really easy. So the whole costume cost me under $5, and it took me under an hour.